Okay. Dito pa sinasabi nila, no, nandun din po kayo dun sa trillion peso march, no, nung November 30.
Yes.
Of course, ang isang
Yes.
narrative po na nakikita natin doon ay this provides a lot of opportunities for meaningful reforms dito sa ating sistema.
Yes.
Kayo po, what would you like to see? Kasi talaga merong malaking opening ngayon, opportunity to do something about this para magkaroon ng systemic change po, no? What do you like to see? What would you like this administration to do sooner than later to be able to address this more comprehensively?
Okay. First, to institute by law, especially by legislation, yung mga anti-corruption measures, legislative measures. Paano ma-address yung mga loopholes, let's say, sa plunder law, kasi mahirap mag-prove ng plunder ngayon because of certain elements. And then, and kaya nga I'm actually good that you asked that, Christian, because actually tomorrow I plan to file a bill called an anti-illicit enrichment bill na mag-a-address dyan sa problema, the difficulty in proving the crime of plunder, na mas madali na yung magpapakulong kapag ma-prove na yung kayamanan ng isang politiko, ng isang government official is grossly disproportionate, supposedly, doon sa kanyang natatanggap na official salary or official income from government or any legitimate source. Kasi sa this, sa revised penal code, the crime na kaagad yan. Kasi sa plunder, ang dami mo pang mga i-prove, yung mga series of acts, etc., etc. So I asked my staff to do a comprehensive research on that. At may mga nakita sila. It has become an international trend na several countries na ang nag-adopt niyan. So, mga ganun. And that's why kami rin, just recently, yung sa LP block, the LP lawmakers filed this resolution calling for an inquiry, a comprehensive inquiry into the status of implementation of civil forfeiture. Kasi parang underutilized yung mga civil forfeiture mechanisms natin. Na you don't have to wait for the conviction in sa mga cases sa Sandigan Bayan before you can go after the property. Di ba? Yung mga in rem kasi, yung civil forfeiture, yung mga non-conviction forfeiture. So yung mga anti-corruption measures na magiging effective ay kailangan seryosohin yan. And the political reforms, beginning with especially the anti-political dynasty bill, other political reforms like the turncoatism, and then yung political party system, the strengthening of the political system, the reform of the party list, and then yung mga sa electoral system also. Dapat, ano yan the current administration, the president himself must show determination not only in these corruption cases, pero unang-una dito muna sa corruption, na lalo nang may setback ngayon because of the just announced resignation of Sec. Babe Singson. Medyo setback yan sa ICI because he's perceived to be the most credible member of the ICI. So what's next? What's next after that? Well, the president may choose to appoint, of course, his replacement. But then again, I know for a fact, Christian, that this could be the one reason why Sec. Babes tendered resignation. Kasi nga, has been waiting for the bill, the strengthening ICI, the ICAIC. He's been following up. Nagpapa-SOS na talaga sila. Parang, they're getting overwhelmed. Yes, they need more
Sorry,
power.
let me
Yes.
clarify ko lang po, no? So you're saying part of the reason that he quit was because of that frustration. Dahil kulang yung kapangyarihan ng ICI and he was waiting for the bill.
Yes, I could feel it Kasi nag-ano naman, may messages rin naman, paminsan-minsan si Sec Babes, na fina-follow up na niya yan. Kailan kaya yan, Senlai? Of course, she will still call me Senlai. Kailan kaya yan? Kasi nagpapa-SOS na talaga. They're feeling overwhelmed. And then, halos wala silang budget. And then also, meager personnel, and then the powers. So we could, yung parang nahihirapan na sila. Kaya, and I think, siguro kung nakita niya na umuusad na, at least sa plenary, kasi tapos na sa committee level namin, Christian, approve na namin sa committee. Meron ng committee report, meron ng substitute consolidated bill. Ang hinihintay na lang namin, yung isa lang na sa plenary. We've been waiting for it for the last 2 weeks. Na masalang na. So we just don't understand kung bakit hanggang ngayon wala pa doon. And what? There's what, 6 session days left before the Christmas break of Congress. And then wala man lang announcement or any indication that the president will certify it as urgent. So siguro, kung nakita niya na talagang gumagalaw na yung bill na yan, maybe hinintay na lang niya yan. Kasi nga, dyan sa bill, mag-hold over capacity muna sila habang tinatayo pa yung new commission. But since nakita niya na wala nang nangyayari, tumatagal pa, hindi alam kung kailan yan magkakaroon ng ICAIC, that new commission. Kaya na lang siya, napapagod na siguro. You see? So yeah, it's just a setback. It's really a setback. So what are they going to do? What's the president going to do now with this development?
Opo, may isa akong tanong sa inyo, no? Kasi pinag-uusapan po natin yung reforma. Sa dumi ng Kongreso, sa dami ng mga kongresistang sangkot dyan po sa skandalong yan, do you honestly believe that these same people would be willing or even at least forced to do or implement those meaningful legislative reforms?
They have to, for the sake of the institution. They must transcend their self-interest. Is no longer tungkol na to sa institusyon eh. Marami ng, with everything that's happening, yung mga nag-implicate ng mga a significant number of members of the House, kailangan iniisip na nila yung nagiging epekto nila sa institusyon, Congress as an institution. So the least that they can do is to cooperate whenever the House leadership would propose for certain reforms. Well, it's good to hear the speaker saying something like talking about the need for anti-political dynasty bill, and in fact he says that he has his own version, and we're waiting for it also. I'm not sure whether it was filed already. The anti-political dynasty bill. Yes.
Okay. So, sorry, Speaker Boji D talked about it. No? Marami nagulat kasi he belongs to one of the biggest and fattest most obese political dynasties. Pero ang tanong ko po, nagkaroon ba ng follow-through yan? O baka naman pakyut lang yan?
Wala pa po. Wala pa. We're expecting yung kanyang sinasabing version. Kaya lang yung anti-political dynasty bill nga, hindi yan ganun kadali na ma-approve ka agad because there are several versions. And I'm not sure whether, yung karamihan ng mga dynasts or members of the political dynasties are open actually. Kasi mga tahimik pa lang yung iba dyan. Tahimik pa karamihan actually. The members of the political dynasties there, wala pa po kami mga naririnig na mga similar statements or pronouncements na magsasabi sila na okay lang sa amin na meron magkaroon ng anti-political dynasty law. Really, I've not heard from any of them except nga si Speaker who said that he has his own version. Now, magkakaroon pa talaga ng, I'm sure, ng debate dyan. So baka nga kung walang mangyari, wala nang ibang solusyon dyan, kundi constitutional amendment. Yun
Finally,
na lang.
Apo. Ma'am, finally,
Or
no, I like
Supreme Court. Or Supreme Court.